Okay. Testing. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Are we live? Well, it looks like we are because this is YouTube over here. Oh, that's what you're saying, by the way. Um, what am I seeing over here? This looks like the same. Which one do I not have to see? Okay, I guess I want to see the chat for one reason. Let's see. Let's see. Participants, moderation activity, timestamp. Okay, how about let's see. Add reaction, show support, engage your audience, start a question and answer, start a poll. Let's see. Okay, shows live. Let me minimize this and call up another. See, new. I want to go to YouTube with this browser and see if okay, go to let's see. View your channel. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, there's my channel, but let me click on live. Okay, that shows it is live. On this, let's see, pull this. That shows us live also. I'm not sure how many windows I have open right at this point. Uh, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, the volume thing looks low on here. Okay, let's see here. Live. Let me try analysis, see what happens. One viewer. Okay, I think actually it's working, but the volume does not. Okay. Okay, let's look at stream settings here. I think maybe I can minimize over here on this. Look at it over here. Okay, stream settings, reset, copy, enable auto start. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Enable auto stop. That doesn't do anything. Enable DVR. That's already set. Close captions. Let's see. Unlist live replay once streaming ends. Hmm. Okay, monetization's on. Add auto matter views. Edit. Choose, let's see, how do you want to go live? Choose a broadcast type for your stream. It doesn't let me, well, it just says webcam. Let's see. Public, thumbnail. Select or upload a picture that represents your stream. A good thumbnail. Ads. Upload a, where do I have? Let me go over here to uh, camera roll, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Okay. What do we have? Well, let's see. Pictures, maybe. Let's see. Manicam. No. Photo director, saved pictures. Well, that's not very good. Let's see. Okay, maybe that will, work. Playlist, okay. Do I have pacemaker videos, medical stuff, hardware, software, movies, Florida, guest, private, fun. Okay. Uh, guest videos, nope. Story time, no. Oh, uh, um, Howard's Notebook. Before the World Wide Web, before persons. Well, let's do that. Okay. Save. Okay, I think the fact that there isn't anybody else here joining, I think that maybe says that we're not really going out. Insert an ad, what's this? Create highlighted video, add stream marker, share. Oh, okay, maybe this'll work. Let's see here. Blocker, close, analysis. I think I'm the only person that can see this. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent according to this. Let's see. There again, the audio, I wonder if I don't see this mute. Let's see, I don't wanna mute that. Share. No, I just did that. Um, answer viewer questions live. Testing. Testing. Okay, it sounds like I'm turning my down so I don't hear it, my volume, so I think the audio is okay. There's somebody finally. Glove box. I just started this, I'm not sure how many minutes ago. I was wondering if it was working. Looks like it's working. Howdy. You're the first one to jump in here, and I'm not sure how long I've been. Let's see. Select a question. Okay, I don't wanna do, let's see, no, I'm not gonna do questions. Just live chat, I think, is what we want. Yeah, I had some trouble the last couple of days with this, but I think I've got it set up correct tonight. I hope, because right now I'd maybe like to do streaming every day for a while at some point. So you're my test subject, I guess, Glovebox Gaming. So do you do streaming on some site where it's like the, where you have the people can watch and that kind of stuff? I think I can hear my stomach growling. I'm not sure if you can. Hope I didn't disconnect you. Oh, okay. Really the same here. I mean, I did live streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for years before there was a YouTube, but I haven't done very well with YouTube's live stream. Maybe this is my maybe this will work better for me. I'm using, Manicam, and using that with, YouTube. Where are you located? Of course, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Your grandfather, okay. I'm 82. How old's your grandfather? Wonder if he was one of my early followers. It's really amazing that people sometimes. Wow, I hope he's in good health. There's a lot of people that just occasionally I hear from somebody and they say, "Okay, great. That's good news." Because I never thought about making it 82 years of age, and I think I need a pep talk, that somebody can be over 80 and still around. My father had a large, well, I mean, my father was part of a large, Catholic family. There was 7 brothers and 3 sisters, and, of course, all of the men I'm not sure about the sisters, the aunts, I guess, but all of my father and all of his br brothers, they were drinkers. I think they all died, I think, in, like, the '70s. So, as I grew up after I was growing up and a few years into life, I kinda thought, "Okay, I'll probably be, checking out of here in my '70s," but here I am in my '80s. Well, I wasn't trying to make it. Sometimes I wonder if I should have tried. Well, no doubt about that, yeah, I should have tried. I really should have, you know. I worked all my life, quite often 2 jobs, 1 full-time, 1 part-time, and I think I thought that was, enough cardio activity and that kind of stuff. But then when I started having some chest pain and that type of stuff, and they put me on the, treadmill, and that's where you run it starts out, and then they raise it up gradually or whatever, and almost immediately, I thought, "I'm gonna die. This is going to kill me." That's why they have a cardiologist, there when you're doing it, and, the doctor stopped it there, and he says, "What this shows is that, you're not in, good your system's not in good shape," and, so where are you located? And do you see your grandfather? Is he in the same, same community or Alaska? Wow. I don't like the cold weather, and I think Alaska is a really interesting I've seen several YouTube things that were very well done, talking about the history of, Alaska and how it was bought, from Russia, and, uh, then the whole thing about the Indians or I guess, natives that were up there and the whole thing. Really interesting, but I had to work in the cold weather, like in Missouri, and but I don't like the cold weather. But now I don't like the cold weather or the hot weather. I was born in Missouri and in March of 1941, and so, uh, when World War II for the United States began in December of 1941, my parents and of course they took me out to California and they worked building Liberty ships. And, then after the war was over, we came back to Missouri. All of my father's brothers were in the military during World War II. He was the only one that wasn't. And I could just kinda tell as I grew up when things came up that, I think his brothers probably, didn't intend to hurt his feelings or anything. They probably teased him or stuff like that, or when we went to grandma's at Christmas time or something. There was a a time when I wanted to be like a radio man, on like a Navy ship or something. But, well, I wanted to be in the military. I wanted to be in the Army. And if you've watched my videos, you know the story, so I won't go into it big time. But I was, uh, way, way underweight. I went to a military high school because I wanted to go in the military. So as soon as I graduated from high school, I went down to sign up, and I was They said 40 pounds under the minimum weight requirement. I didn't know they had a minimum weight requirement. I thought the Army would make a man out of you. I also, uh, and as a I think maybe in the 1st grade, I, um, I think that's when it hit. I had major hearing problems, which I really didn't know about till the school I went to. They, had us all go to not all of us at the same time, but to the library, and they put the headphones on, and then, you would mark something when you heard it or something. And, I saw all the other kids marking. I thought I didn't hear anything. There was a girl sitting next to well, they sitting next to me, and so I was trying to copy off of her work, and then she was covering it up. And even then, I wasn't, just a kid, but I thought, This isn't a, algebra test or something." I was like, "Why is she trying to cover it up?" And, then we all got I guess, a notice telling about our hearing test. And there again, I was just a kid, but when I was taking it home, I thought, "This doesn't look good." And sure enough, it wasn't good, but my parents didn't do anything about it, but I can't blame them. When I, you know, graduated from high school and went to welding school and then started working, it was a union job, and I, had health insurance, and I never ever did anything about the hearing. But then I found out then I found out that it wasn't good. But now, with watching YouTube and with all the stuff that, you find out on YouTube and everything, no way would I want to be in the Navy. I would have a hard time. They show the crowded where, unless you're an officer or unless you're the captain, you know, the toilets are right there and your legs probably rubbing up against the person sitting next to you. I think I'd have had trouble not being able to go. I'd have been so embarrassed or, I don't know. So, don't think the Navy would have been good for me. I've watched some YouTube videos and I think the I think the Air Force probably would be the good way to go because 'cause I've seen videos where they, tell you about uh, the training and then the meals when you're in the basic training, that type of stuff, and, like the Army and the Marine Corps would be, but the, Army or the Air Force, you like a cafeteria, you go in and you get your tray, and there's an ice cream bar over there and all that kind of stuff, so that'd be another thing too, the ship that took the atomic bomb, you know, to, the island or whatever to, you know, put it on the Air Force. Of course, it was called the Army Air Force or something. Uh, that ship, dropped it off, and then it was heading back after dropping this thing off, which they didn't know what it was, and then their ship was, I guess, torpedoed. Yeah, torpedoed, and they were in the water for several days with sharks, and there's a movie about it, and there's also things on YouTube where you can, find out about it. There was a mix-up somehow, you know, where they were the communications unit or whatever didn't keep track of, didn't they were supposed to be such a place by a time after they dropped it off, and they weren't missed, you know. I think my closest friend, he was in the, uh, Air Force, and he was an officer because he graduated from let's see, graduated from college, and he, uh, took meteorology, took weather. and so and he was sent to Vietnam, but he was sent to the next country over, let's see, Cambodia? I'm not sure if it was Cambodia or where, but the United States was telling the world, "We don't have anybody, in those other countries," uh, but they did, and that's where he worked, with the other people there, and they were giving weather reports to the bombers, US bombers that were flying in and bombing Vietnam, so and he did okay, except they were using Agent Orange in that area, and he wondered if some of his medical conditions might be from that, but he came out, and then he went to get out of the Air Force and went to work for the Weather Bureau and worked for them until he retired from the Weather Bureau. When I got out of high school and the Army wouldn't take me, I my dad a book had just come out that was very popular then, but nobody would buy it now or nobody would follow it, How to Make $1,000,000 in Real Estate, and my dad, read that, and he wanted me to go to real estate school, so I did. He paid for it, and I graduated, but I didn't have any desire to be in real estate, and, so he was a Boilermaker, um, the Boilermakers Union. In fact, during World War II, my father and mother were both in the, in the Boilermakers. Okay, nice talking to you, and thanks for showing up because nobody else did, and I was wondering if this was working, so thank you very much for showing up. Have a good day. I'll just hang around here and maybe somebody else will show up. They must all be sleeping. Well, so we know this works. Apparently, maybe somehow, um, maybe because of the hour, and maybe the notice didn't go out the way it's supposed to. If you've got things set correctly, by the way, I know I'm not talking to anybody, yeah, um, but maybe you can read it later. I think it's supposed to go out to everybody who has subscribed, and I've got 3,500 subscribers, and if they clicked the thumbs up is it the thumbs up? No. If they click something, then they should get an email or however they get their things, a notice, and, so, um, I've straightened up this room a little bit. Um, I share this apartment with my ex-wife. We've been divorced for about 40 years, and we're sharing this she was living in this apartment complex about she came here about 22 years ago, I think, maybe it was 20 years, and lived here, and then about let's see, had a pacemaker for 10 I think I've been here about 12 years, so after a while, we were right next door to each other, and the cost of living going up and everything going up, so, uh, we thought it only made sense, we were both paying for cable television, both paying for cable television or yeah, cable paying for internet, cable television, both paying for rent, both paying for electricity, all that kind of stuff, so and now we were both making it on our own. We weren't wealthy or anything, not at all, for sure. but now we wouldn't be able to make it if, we weren't helping each other with uh, the rent. The ex-wife pays about half of the rent, and I pay a little more over than half of the rent, and she buys all the groceries, and sometimes I kick in on the groceries and stuff like that. And then, of course, I pay, the electricity and the internet and that kinda stuff. She's confined to a wheelchair, so how long has this been going on? Where is everybody? They've abandoned me. What's happened? Let's see. Well, it's a new day, almost a morning, but I didn't take one of my morning meds from well, I didn't take any of the night meds. I don't think I'm gonna take the morning med. I think I'm just gonna get my new day 2. My stomach is growling. Ugh. Well, even though there was nobody here, I'll just do the same as if I was making a YouTube video, recording it, and because it will be uploaded unless I crash it or something. Uh, let's see here. New window. If it goes over here, okay, I don't know if I drug it over there. It should be right. Okay, let me do this. Refresh here. Okay, I think I need to go to yeah, I'm looking at the studio control. I need to go to, like, YouTube, and like I am a normal person, and let's see, live, okay, and so this is okay, this is what you're seeing. So, um, okay, so how do I okay, go to YouTube stuff, go there. Okay, I'll go here again. Okay, how do I switch so you see the screen? That would be in, that would be here. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Can't start video, try closing other program. Oh, okay. So, okay, testing. I see the microphone thing. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, can't start video. Try closing other programs that might be using your webcam. Okay, live streaming. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I may disappear. Okay, let me go here. Live stream. Okay, let me click on this. Okay, now there I am. Okay, let me go back to here. Okay, I think I just been talking, but no video because the camera was being used for I don't know what reason. Hmm. Yeah, Glovebox Gaming, who was here and talking, he never mentioned that he wasn't seeing video, I think. I don't think he was, but he was getting the access to the chat. Well, it seems like I almost did this thing correctly, just one little problem. Nobody was seeing the video. Uh, I think my problem is, I am confused on, it just be so much better. I wonder if OBS would work better for me in that regard. I could, you know, how long have I been doing this? Let's see. Okay, I've I've been doing this for 44 minutes. Maybe here in an hour or when in about 15 more minutes, maybe I'll bring this to a conclusion and, save it, of course, but I'll put a, comment, the title and whatever that the video, um, starts at, 45, whatever it is, 45 minutes into the video. and then maybe I'll start a new, uh, video, make another one, and hopefully get it where the immediately, not only is there chat and audio, but there'd be video also. Okay. Or maybe I should just stop it at here. I think I'll do it because I wanna see if I can do this correctly for once. So, I'm going to end this, and I would not call this a success, only one person showed up, but that's my fault, I think. Possibility is some people might have seen that there wasn't, uh, video, but it was here. Silently. Anyway, thank you very much for if you do watch this. I'm not even sure, should I leave it up or take it down? I'll leave it up for a little bit, at least. Gonna end this now.